Hey, what's going on? Luke here, and we have some more information in terms of Rugby League 26. It's only marginal, but I do think it is video worthy, so I figured I'd do a video on it. But Ross, he's been quite vocal on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it these days, but I've done a few videos where I've spoke about the fact that Ross has been answering a lot more questions, and you guys couldn't believe that I didn't realize he was the CEO, but if you actually take a look at his Twitter, his X account, there's no way you would think he's actually the CEO. Like, I don't think he even puts in his bio like he's the CEO of Big Am. But some of the ways he answers questions, it's quite strange, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, in hindsight, clearly isn't the social media guy because he wouldn't be posting some of the stuff that he does. But he did post something interesting, and it was a little snippet of the cover of the game. Or at least that's what people believe, because Matt Galaxy, he's been a bit interactive with him, but he actually sent me it. I'd been tagged in it before as well from some Hull FC pages and all that sort of stuff. Probably one of the posts that I've been made well aware of that was like, this is what happened. But realistically, you're looking on the screen right now. This is exactly what it was. Kind of nothing to it. There's no cover. People looking at like black shorts. It must be Nathan Cleary. There's so many teams. There's so many teams that wear black, whether it's men's, women's, Super League. Like, there's so many different options. And even in terms of Penrith, like, doesn't mean if it's a Penrith team that it's got to be Nathan Cleary. So many possibilities. So the fact that like I've seen people be like, oh, it must be Nathan Cleary, I think you're absolutely crazy for that. But I will say Ross and his tweets at the moment, very, very, very interesting. I will say that much, because you have a lot of people who are kind of sucking up to Ross. That's just the fact of it. They're sucking up to him, tweeting him every day. Can we get this little bit of information? Can we get that? And that's kind of what's happening. But you also have him coming out, and you're seeing like little posts on the screen right now where he's coming out and he's backtracking on things that he's said. And he's working on like technicalities, which is like, it's kind of a little bit dodgy in my opinion. And obviously, you know, things can change. I'd rather him just come out and be like, thought I could announce it, but we can't do it. We're going to have to like put it back another week. Something like that. Be way more transparent, you know what I mean? Rather than, hey, it's going to be announced in the next couple of days, and then, you know, 9-10 days later going like, well, I said days, I didn't say weeks. Like, that's what he's doing, and it's kind of, it's so disingenuous, and it's like, dude, you're the CEO of this company. Start out, you know, on the strong foot with this game. Don't go lying to your consumers, you know? Because, I mean, he's going to come out and say he's not lying, but that's just what it seems like to me, and that's what it seems like to a lot of people too, because he's come out and he said, it's not going to be weeks, it's going to be days. That's exactly what he said. And now we're approaching like a week from him saying that, and obviously we had seen the Challenge Cup final where they were promoting it. We've already confirmed the game name. We've kind of got the logo, you know, even down to like a cover art of like a male and a female. There's so much information, and he's still coming out like it's, oh, well, we might announce something. And it's like, well, dude, you've been promoting it at the Challenge Cup final. I don't understand. It's so counterproductive. On one hand, you're saying you're going to announce it, and then the next hand, you're promoting it for worldwide television. I don't quite understand that. And I feel like he probably knows that. Like, he realistically knows that, and there's probably little loopholes and stuff that he can't, you know, go ahead and do it. But just the whole, like, him coming out on Twitter when people are like, hey, you said this, and him being like, no, I didn't actually say that. And it's like, well, no, you did say that. And maybe people are paraphrasing, but that is what you said. It was going to be days, not weeks. We're coming on to weeks. We're not on days. If I tell my family, if you go and talk to your mates, talk to your family, if they say, oh, how can you do something? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it in the next few days. That doesn't mean bloody 12 days later, 13 days later, so you can go to them and be like, well, I didn't say days, I didn't say weeks. Like, it's such a technicality that it's, I don't know, it's disingenuous, that's what I'm saying. But regardless though, we have been getting a lot more snippets from Ross, and I do appreciate it. A lot more hype's building up. Hopefully over this weekend we do get to see something, but I'll just, like, he's kind of lying at this point. So that's kind of the point I'm saying with this one, is that he's throwing things out there. People are making assumptions, and he's going, oh, I don't know why you would assume that. And it's like, well, clearly you know why we would assume that. And I think realistically deep down, like, they know why people assume it, and they want people to assume it because it's getting more hype for the game. I think the more I'm talking about it in the video, the more it makes sense. But just in terms of it, I'm just like, well, if you're going to throw things out there, don't expect people to not jump to conclusions. That's all I'm going to say. Either say nothing or don't say anything. Kind of don't leave us in between with like a little piece of cover art that says M game rating when we know the game's going to be having some sort of ultimate team mode, which it has to be an M rating. And that's not a big deal to me, honestly. I know a lot of people are, going on about, oh my God, like we got to see the cover, we got to see the rating. But to me, that generally means nothing to me. So give us something of substance, and hopefully we get a trailer, hopefully we get a little snippet. And, that's why I'm going to end things here. That's just my little thoughts, my little rant on just how he's interacting on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and I'm referring to Ross. I think he can do a lot better, especially as a CEO. He has a lot of power in terms of all this. He's got a lot of people supporting him, and I feel like how he's interacting with the community, I don't think it's particularly good. I think I've seen that in the cricket sort of category. I don't think it's particularly good with how he sort of interacts with some people, but in terms of rugby league, he had been pretty good up until this point, but I just feel like we're kind of getting fed maybe some wrong information. I don't know if it's on purpose, whether it's just, loopholes, if things were like he has good intentions. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but just coming out and being like, well, I don't know why you guys would think that. And it's like, well, clearly you know why we would think that. You're the one posting it. You know exactly what we're going to think. But anyways, look, regardless, I'm going to end things here. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. Obviously, I'm going to keep things real with you. If I don't agree with things, I will tell you. I'm not going to suck up. I'm not going to do anything like that. I mean, for years and years, I've kind of called out sort of behavior like that. So you definitely know you're going to get the real information from me. But guys, we did get kind of a look at the cover of it. Nothing too great, but what we did also get is them backtracking on things that they had said before. So anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. See yous. Well, that's the end of this video. If you happen to enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. You know the drill at this point. Everybody YouTuber says it. Just go ahead and do it. It'd really help me out. Also, why not go ahead and check out some of these other videos that are on the screen right now.